Friends, nice to see you. So if I pass out, you guys are allowed to leave. All right, come back out to his old homework, grab yours, pass out the rest.
All right.
Uh-oh, nope for somebody.
He's not here. He's not here.
Oh,
He's not here.
okay. Jason, give me one. Oh.
What
are you doing? Playing with matches or something? All right. How'd that homework go last time? It was C, right? It was hard?
I did it in Spanish class.
Easy.
All right.
Where are you going?
Let's get it out. Let's take a look at it. And we got thick notes today. Yay. It's going to be great. What questions on 12C?
Number 10.
10. Yeah, buddy. All right. Problem number 10.
No, 11.
Yeah, number 10.
Wait, did we do odds?
Did we do odds or evens?
Odds.
We did odds?
We did evens.
We did evens. I thought it was.
I didn't do it.
Well, if you do number 10, we obviously did evens.
Gotcha. All right. Shh.
10 and evens?
Well, one's odd, so it must be odd.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right. The center of this circle is at 4, 0. Agree?
Yeah.
And then my radius is actually square root of 10. Is that okay so far? So if I were to, you graphed it, I don't know, say 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Square root of 10 is like 3 point something, right?
Yeah.
That's like over here, and 1, 2 point something, and 1, 2, 3 something, and 1, 2, 3 something. So close enough. What else did you see out that homework? 6. Write an equation in standard form. Circle that passes through the given point whose center is at the origin. Okay. So first thing we have to do is we have to find the radius. So they told us the center is at 0, 0, so that's h comma k. And they gave us this point 7, -4. So that's an x and a y. So let's do this. X minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared equals r squared. Is that okay? That's so what I have to do is being I already know it's already centered at 0, 0, that's fine. So it's going to be x squared plus y squared. But I don't know what the radius is, so I have to use a modified version of the distance formula. So if I do this, I'll find r. So I'm going to get 7 minus 0 squared plus -4 minus 0 squared equals r squared. Do the arithmetic. That's going to give me 49 there plus 16 equals r squared.
So 60, it's square root of 60.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
So the equation is going to be, because it's centered about this center or the origin, it's going to be this. It'll just be 65 because it's root 65 quantity squared. So that's your equation. What else did you see on the homework?
32.
32? Dude, we went that high on crumbs? What kind of teacher am I?
It was 2.
You know what? 32, skip it. You're not going to see that. You will not. I will not give that to you on a test.
Can you do one of the ones that's a parabola or a circle? Like figuring out which is which?
So a parabola, you're going to have just an x squared or a y squared. That'll label it a parabola all day long. If you have x squared and y squared and they have to be added together somehow, that's a circle. We will learn tomorrow if we put a subtraction in between them, it becomes a hyperbola or a hyperbola. All right. It is. All right. Go ahead and pass that in. If you need more time, somebody's taking some more time because I know there's a lot going on, which is great. But if you need more time, take some more time to get that done with the evens. But pass that in, and let's go to notes. All right, ellipses today. Getcha. Ellipses today.
We have a fire drill now?
Don't know. See the fire truck
Pull it, man.
Don't forget me one. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, go pull it.
That's the
Older
ellipse.
brothers have gotten suspended for some words.
Yeah, let's go.
Pull
You
the
got
fire
the
alarm.
ellipse and a
Ellipse and eclipse. Any more homework I need?
Right up here, sorry.
Yeah, boy.
We don't go slow people in bed.
Hey, that.
Wait, what makes it an envelope?
If you have an x squared or a y squared, you don't have both.
So it's like x squared plus y. That's a parabola.
Parabola, yep.
How do you have to graph that, or is it always going to be just asking?
It'll ask, but remember that's sometimes they can open sideways, sometimes they open up or down.
Here's some homework.
Yeet.
Good.
All right, ready? Phones away. Pay attention to this. Okay, so an ellipse.
Didn't your brother get
An ellipse.
on accident?
An ellipse is kind of a. Remember when I told you a long time ago we'd had the nape, which was two cones that did this?
Oh.
Okay, the ellipse is a slice that is not perpendicular to the center line. That's what an ellipse is. So it's a circle kind of stretched out, and it can be stretched out in the x direction, the y direction. You actually see that they get stretched out in the oblique direction too sometimes. I didn't get you guys in. Everyone else has notes, right? Shoot, I'm sorry.
You're just an oval, man.
All right. One thing that or ellipses have is you have these little foci, which is just a point that is halfway. It's equal distance from the center of it. It shifts right. What are you doing, dude? You're killing me. Go motivate yourself. All right. So 2 points on the ellipse, on the same as the foci, line segment joining the vertices. Okay. So does everyone feel good that this is stretched out this way or stretched out this way?
Yeah.
In real perverted math classes, it gets stretched out this way or this way, the diagonal. But we ain't going to do that. You do have a center. You have a center that, just like it's on a circle. And you have, between these points, they do some fun stuff. But it's not going to be a major part of the test that is going to be focusing on that. I don't need that. I don't need that. All right. So.
We don't need to know what foci is, right?
No. It's foci is kind of cool of how it generates it, but ask your geometry teacher to do it for you.
Doesn't say anything.
All right.
That's
So take a look at the equation up there. It's x squared and y squared, and they're being added together, and you're like, well, you said that's supposed to be a circle, right? What's underneath x squared and y squared? A squared and b squared. So if we have an x squared and a y squared, and there's something in the denominator, that's going to indicate whether we're on our major or minor axis. The major axis is the further out, the minor axis is not. It flip-flops between x and y. So we got to keep this equation in mind. So if a squared is bigger, so if this is larger than b squared, the major axis is in the x direction. Okay? The major vertices are basically here and here. So I'm just going to draw that. So those are the major vertices on this problem. The minor vertices are here. Okay? And it'll make more sense when we start graphing these in a moment, okay?
Wait, why are they called major?
Because it goes further out.
Okay.
For a cheap generic term, it goes further out this way. If it goes further out this way, you have a major axis
Okay.
that way. That's all. All right.
So that would be a major.
Yeah, so this one, if this takes place, then your major axis is in the y direction. Okay? So your majors are here and here. And your minors are here and here. That's basically, so you could just say that sometimes it stretches upward, sometimes it stretches right, left. It all depends upon what the denominator does. Hey, Ben. They said that you were pulling a fire alarm for us.
I promise you, we're having a fire drill this period.
It's too late, man. We're already out.
It's not a
We're
fire
halfway
drill, it's a
there.
real fire.
If we have a fire drill, does that mean that we can?
Sam, light something on fire, man. We got fire for someone to it.
Yeah.
Do it, Sam.
Do it, Sam.
Come on, Sam.
Sam, how about we open the security door?
All right,
Yeah, open the security.
We all gotta get lit this weekend.
ready?
Like, I get lit this weekend.
Killing me. All right. So find the major axis, the minor axis. We are not going to deal with the foci.
I don't really I forgot. What is it? The
Huh?
slice and the cylinder.
So it's like this. The foci is like here and here. That's what the foci are. I'm not going to be entirely worried
I
about.
don't care. Wait, what's the other? The
Ellipse?
You stupid. Yeah.
I've been 4 slides in, 6
I
slides
forgot.
in. Ellipse.
It's the shape.
It's the shape.
It's why.
It looks like this, or it looks like this. That's what.
It's dumb.
Basically an oval.
No, there's no intelligence factor to it.
Come
All
on.
right.
Not wrong.
Can we move on, or do we still need to debate? So if I slice the nape at an angle that's not perpendicular to the center, it's the 2 cones that come together.
Why? Why are there cones?
Because we like doing math on shapes sometimes.
For the ice cream.
I like
What?
All right. This won't be tough. Can I move on? Are we okay?
Yes.
All right. So, friends, here we go.
Okay,
So, this is going to be about the origin. You know it's about the origin because x squared and y squared are just x squared and y squared. It's not like x plus 2 squared or anything like that. So, if I were to just put up a... You know what? We should go meter than this. Nah, we'll be all right. So, I have this center here. All right, ready?
No.
What direction is my major axis going to be? In the x direction or in the y direction?
Pam is in Michigan.
It's in the x direction. Why is that? Yeah, because the value underneath x squared is larger than the value under y squared. Okay? Now, guys and girls, I promise this is easy. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready? What is the square root of 5? Or it's 25. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a dot.
Oh, what is the square root of 6?
Everybody okay with that so far?
Yeah.
The minor axis is the way it's not quite as squished. So what's the square root of 16?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, God.
And
Oh.
And so
there's my shape. That's my ellipse. But it looks like a circle. No, it only goes
That's easy.
football.
nice.
And I can't draw shapes real well.
So like, if it has stuff on the top, then all you'd have to do is move
Wait,
it.
let's wait. Let's wait. We'll get there. Don't worry. Don't change the surprise.
Great artistic ability right there.
All right. Does everyone feel comfortable with that first one? Yay? All right. We're going to do the same thing in the second one. Okay?
Does the other side always have to be 1?
Yes. Good observation. Yeah, you want a 1 over there. So I'm going to be dealing with the center. Now, that point doesn't really exist with the shape. We're just going to base off of it. Which way is the major axis? Y. Because the number on bottom. So the square root of 81 is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that okay so far?
Yes.
Well, how much am I going out in the x direction?
3.
3, because the square root of 9 is 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
It's a nice oval you made there.
There you go. That's it. That's it. Drop the mic. We're done. No, I'm just kidding.
30 minutes. I'm gonna die.
You're not going to die. All right. All right.
Might be all gonna die in like
Ready?
many years.
Ready?
Yeah.
So
That's a little nihilist.
So things I should recognize. Some people might confuse this next one, saying, well, it's got to be a circle because There's nothing underneath the y. Okay.
But there's
Well,
something
I can make it
with the
1,
X.
right? So, let's do this. It's equal to 1. Good observation. So in the x direction, I'm going to go which way? Or how much?
10.
10. Square root of 100 is 10.
And then in the other one, you go 1.
9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Since there's a 1, you wouldn't keep the middle up to the 1.
Oh.
There you go. Done. Done.
Oh, God.
It looks like a plate.
That milk,
Flying saucer.
It looks like someone had a fish dinner, but then they ate the fish. It's just the bones.
Okay,
The one that's
so
and then you can go fly.
Olivia, in her wise years of mathematics, discovered that it has to be equal to 1. And Peyton can even tell you that 729 is not the same thing as 1. Agreed?
Agreed.
So what I need to do is I need to make it equal to 1. So I'm going to go divide by 729, divide by 729, divide by 729.
Wait.
Hold on.
That's annoying.
Oh, so does that mean every...
That's 1.
To drop this class.
No!
You can
Wait,
drop
so
it.
Dude!
Okay, the
Square root of 729.
No, don't do that yet. How many times does 9 go into 729? Say 81.
81.
Very good, because 81 times 9 is 729.
Also, 9 goes to
Oh, that worked nice, Sona.
Oh, shoot.
How many times 81 go into 729?
9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's equal to 1. That wasn't that bad. You guys got all panicked. Like, no, man, he's got a fraction. He's got the F word up there.
All
right.
I like that one. That's a good joke.
Which way is my major axis, x or y?
Why?
Y. So how much am I going to go up?
9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. Yes?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Yes?
Beautiful.
That's good.
That's a bad one.
Sorry. I'll try harder next time. Okay, even though we saw the 3-digit number of 729, things worked out pretty good. Now, the question is can we have the denominator, like, really ugly fraction? Yeah, but we're not going to do that to you. We'll wait for calculus for that one. All right. What is the equation of the ellipse with the given characteristics? Okay, so I want us to think about this. Think about on the graph what this would have looked like. Okay, major axis, I go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that okay so far? And then I got 1, 2, 3, and then it has to go this way as well. So this is the shape we're talking about here. Okay? Let's see if we can work backwards on this. Which way is it getting bigger, on the x or the y?
X.
Everyone feel comfortable with that? How far is this distance from here to here?
7.
So that 7 squared is?
49.
How far is this distance?
3.
3. 3 squared is?
9.
Done. Done. Done.
Done.
So cool. I love this stuff. I'm so excited because I haven't been able to teach this stuff for a long time. 9 years at Chaparral where they ended with a quadratic formula.
I think it's so funny how hard you dish on the other schools.
I'm allowed to. But it's going to be hard if I ever leave this school to diss on it. Because I got kids like you, and like you, like you.
Oh, it looks like an egg.
So,
Cooper will make one of your stories.
but yeah, well, I think when you're
Actually,
friends-
probably Drew will.
Drew did. Drew
Drew
became
did?
the second person to puke on somebody.
Yeah.
All right.
I still can't believe
Are y'all you okay with basing off this point? Wait, how much am I going in the x direction? 6.
And then up 8.
8. That's it.
Mr. Sir, will I make any of your stories?
Sure you will.
Are you lying to me?
So I had a kid that couldn't even count his years
How do
twice.
you-
Get the same number.
How do you
Actually passed my
make
class.
your level different?
Nah, I feel like I'm gonna do something just to get on the story.
Hey, what if a kid bombed
Last year, it was a sad.
All right, we good?
How do you
Yes.
miss?
What?
How do you list the major and minor vertices? Do you just say like?
Oh,
The big one and the small one. Ah.
Oh, you have to list all of them,
you can do that.
or can I just do 0 and 8 and?
Sure, I would take that too.
Sick.
We good? Can we move on?
Yes.
All right. All right. Uh-oh. That's over 1, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go right 7. Guys and girls, some of you are talking too much, and I want to get through this stuff because this is like the best stuff ever.
No,
This
it's
is
not.
this is making my year awesome.
So does that, if it's over 1,
Well,
it just
it's
means
making
that
my
you
year
go one
worse.
Yep.
slash over 1?
Uh-huh. So there you go. Look at that. This is not that bad. You guys are making these bad.
The ones from yesterday were bad.
What? They were circles.
That's your.
And that's where you make a perpendicular slice to the center line on the name.
Next year, a math teacher's just gonna draw squiggly lines on the board and be like, okay, try to figure out how to do this.
All right. All right.
Oh, God.
No, it's just 2 ellipses. So, friends, let's take a look at this black one. It goes 6 up and 3. So I have x squared over 36 plus y squared over 9 equals 1. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Now, does everyone feel comfortable that the blue and the black are the exact same, but one shifted?
Yes.
Okay? So, this is all I'm going to do. Pay attention. I'm going to go from here.
Original.
I'm going to go from here.
And then
0, 0. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of say, this here is the center here.
bam.
Is that okay so far? So, I'm going to have squared equals 1 over 9 over 36 x. All right. Let's deal with x first. I'm going to move over 1, 2. So if I moved right 2, this has to be a minus 2. I'm going to now move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's a y.
Yeah.
It's a y. So y minus 6. Boom. Minus. Oh wait, it went up. It went up.
It's black.
No, but it's grouped. It's grouped. It has to be opposite.
Oh, okay.
So anytime it's grouped, it has to go opposite.
Oh my God.
That's it.
I'm gonna fail one. Oh, wait.
It's all good.
So, is it okay to shift? Well, we just made it pretty simple. We didn't go reinvent the wheel on anything. All right, steps of graphene, ellipses, center, HK, graph the center. Okay, so the HK, the group thing, always goes opposite. Find the major and minor axes, so it's the square root of the denominators. Use the values of the denominators to volt. Okay, let's go. All right, so what is this going to be centered about?
Negative 2 and
Negative 2 and
positive 3.
positive 3. Absolutely.
And then
All right, which direction gets bigger, X or Y?
X.
All right, so how far away from this am I going to go?
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay,
And
and then up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then down 3, 1, 2, 3. I don't know about y'all, but there's definitely been tougher stuff we've done in life.
What's the hardest thing you've ever done in life?
Mr. Coaster.
If you think about one, what's the hardest thing?
Left my prom date, my senior prom at the curb. No kidding. What?
That may sound like a dumb question, but why does it always have to be equal to 1?
Oh, that's just general form of it. Okay? Ready?
that's a heck of a lot.
All right. So, things I need to recognize. Over 1, yes? Over 1, yes?
Yeah.
Does it shift right, left, up, or down, or both?
Right 3.
Right 3. It only shifts right 3. right?
Yeah. 'cause that's-
Okay, so how far am I going in the x direction?
1.
So 1, 1. How much should I go in the y direction?
4.
That's it.
Are you gonna have a shape that's like it goes 1 and right and left, but then it goes like 9 and like
Something that goes way off the grid? No.
yeah.
I heard it look at it. It's a banana.
Moving on. This was let's see. Yeah, I just want to move it. So what did we do here?
Sorry, spaz.
Left 1.
Ah, crap. What did I just do?
You just left 1 up.
Did I move this?
No.
I sure did. It was over on this side and it was negative. I moved it over here, it became positive.
Oh.
All right, now where's my center?
Um,
Negative 1?
2.
Up 2?
Yeah.
How far do I go in the x direction?
5.
1, 2, 3,
Oh, nice.
5. And then up 2?
Yep.
And down 2?
And that's it.
We are so fancy dancy.
I do.
You missed this, man.
I was here.
Because I tend to forget everything.
Blessing you.
We don't have a quiz.
Moving
on
on.
May 13th.
Yes.
it. I heard we're not having a quiz on it, so.
Your whole
No, we're
What?
having a quiz
Thinking
on
on
that.
that.
No,
We're
just like you
having
guys
a
were there for
Yeah, you
a
should
while.
follow This is the
My
last
father
quiz.
doesn't teach this chapter. This one you can actually choose.
What if we want to find the vertices from the equation without graphing? What steps would you suggest? Well, I don't know. Let's just move on and see what happens. All right. So, ready?
Wait,
What's-
is that?
Huh? Do say, what about it? All right. So -3 plus 8.
Yeah, it's -3. Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
So, how much am I going in the x direction? So 6. So if I add 6, I get to 3 comma 8.
Sorry.
If I go left, I subtract it.
Wait, what?
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Go back. Why did you lie?
Okay, hang on. There's no y. All right. Some of you are talking way too much. Okay, are you okay that there's a center at -3, +8?
I understand it now.
Okay, so I'm going to go 6 to the right. So if I go 6 to the right from -3, I get to +3, comma 8. If I go, 6, that should be a 9. Sorry. -9, comma 8. Minor. Shh. I'm going to go how much above the 8? Yeah.
5.
What are the y isn't squared? Is it supposed to be squared?
Yeah, that's what I've been saying.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's
Misprint.
to be real simple.
That's a whole.
Yeah, that would have been a parabola. All right, so how much am I going to go above the 8? So I'm going to go to -3, comma 13 and -3, comma 3. That's it. Let's try this one, see if we can get it. I'm thinking 4, comma -6. Blessing you.
Thank you.
I'm thinking I go to
7.
So that's going to go to 11, comma -6 and -3, comma -6. I'm thinking that's going to go to 4. We're going to add 9 to
The
that.
major vertices. The
So
major
3.
one is the y.
Okay, so this comes down here. This is the minor. And this will be the major. I just lost train of thought. I added 9, subtract 9. 4 minus -15. There's our major is this one. That's all. Bless you.
Thank you.
So it's just adding and subtracting. There's not much. Drew, what are you doing, man?
Calculating.
No, bull crap. You're off task. You've been off task. Poor Angela back there doesn't have the guts to tell you to shut up, so I'm going to tell you to judge for you. Hush! Keep them in check, would you?
If you're not going to focus, at least don't talk to other people.
Here comes.
I don't. At least I don't disrupt the class at all. I'm just sitting here quietly.
All right.
Sitting here quietly.
Quietly.
He's quietly off task.
Thank you for agreeing with me.
All right. That's my center. My center looks like it's 2, negative 2, 3. It looks like I go 1, 2, 3 that way. So it's going to be over 9. It's going to go 1, 2. So it's going to be over 4. That's plus.
The equation's already on the paper.
You already have it?
Yeah.
You moved it?
Yeah.
Cool. I was on right task. Cool. Love it. I didn't know if your box was out of the way or not.
The next one we don't know.
Oh, good. Finally, I get to do one on my own. All right. There's my center. My center appears to be at negative 5, comma 6. Okay, so I know I'm going to get x plus 5 squared plus x minus 6, y minus 6. One of these days, I'm going to learn my alphabet. It's going to be equal to 1. Okay. How far? I went this way 3, so that's 9. I went this way 4, so that's 16. Let's see. Yeah, baby. Love this side. Best stuff ever.
Are we done?
No!
We would never be done.
You're never done learning.
I gave you the thickest thing ever.
That's a thick one.
All right. Write the equation for an ellipse when I gave you these vertices. So think about this. What is halfway? What is the midpoint? What is this midpoint? So remember, it's the
Negative 1.
4.
negative 5 plus 3 over 2 and 4 plus 4 over 2. So the midpoint of this is going to be at negative 1, comma 8 over 2 is 4. Okay, so that's going to be basically the center. I imagine if I did the same thing over here, I'm going to come up with the exact same idea. Okay, so this is my new center. So it's shifted. So I'm going to get x plus 1 quantity squared plus y minus 4 quantity squared equals 1. What's it going to be over? What's the distance from negative 1 to negative 5?
4.
4. 4 squared is?
16.
What's the distance from 4?
So 2.
4 to 2? Or wait,
It's
4?
2. It's 4. 4 is the. It's over 4.
Yeah, it's over 4. Good.
Ooh,
Good,
nice.
good.
You have to complete the square with me?
Hell yeah. Yeah, man, let's have some fun. All right, so I got to change this one a smidge.
How do you complete this?
Watch this. This is such a good problem. There's one thing you're going to change on this problem. You're changing that 64. You're changing it to a 4y squared minus 24y equals 504.
Great.
Okay, so,
Why?
okay.
Why not?
I'm
Was it
excited
written-
about this
wait,
problem.
Was it written wrong?
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
No, you want to do distractions.
Yeah, trust me, it would have been ugly. All right, so I'm going to do this slowly. Okay, what do I have in common between those two that I can factor out?
9.
9, good.
9x.
Don't worry about the x because we're going to complete the square.
Oh.
If I factor a 9 out of that, it should get to a 4, right?
X minus.
Okay, I'm going to leave a blank there. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do the same thing here. I'm going to get plus. What can I factor out of both of those? Don't worry about the y.
4.
4. Leave it blank. Are we okay so far?
Yes.
Now, something that will nail you on completing the squares if you don't remember how to do this.
I don't know.
Okay. All right, ready? It's this simple. It's this simple. Half of 4 is?
2.
2 squared is?
4.
Okay, ready? Wait. Eyes up here. 9 times 4 is?
36.
I have to make sure I have 36 over here.
Oh, damn.
Ooh. That's a new move.
Wait.
All right.
So you're going to have to add those 6.
I will. All right. Half of 6. Half of 6. 3. 3 squared. 9.
81.
4 times.
Oh, I was wrong.
Wait,
36.
half of negative 6?
Cool. Got lucky. It was coincidental. All right. So So this right here, if I factor it out, would be 9x plus 2 quantity squared. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Because x plus 2 times x plus 2 is x squared plus 4x. I need to keep that 9. This next one, this 4 is what?
Y minus 3
Good.
quantity squared.
All right. 504 plus 36 plus 36. So 504 plus 70. So 576?
Yeah.
Okay. So, again, Olivia had noticed it's got to be equal to 1.
What does the 9 and 4 do?
You're going to see. We're not there yet. But your big key idea, over here. Divide everything by what?
576.
Yeah. And this is like where you guys should like,
yeah.
oh man, you kidding me? I shouldn't have to do that. Humanity.
and then you get funky like oval shape again.
All right. So, then I'm going to reduce. So I get this. How many times does 9 go into 576?
24.
Does it really?
Wait, no.
Do it. You got a calculator in hand. 576 divided by 9.
64.
64. Oh, that's beautiful. Because we like perfect squares. How many times does 4 go into 576? I don't remember. 144? Yay. That's also a perfect square. So that's purty. And now it's equal to 1. Yeah, baby. So, negative 2 comma 3. Yes?
Yes.
Yep.
Hold on. Yes.
So, this is your major axis, right? So, I'm going to go up and down 12 from 3. So, I'm going to get to negative 2 comma 15. And negative 2 comma negative 9.
Oh.
This is my minor axis, right?
Yeah, so you minus.
So, I'm going to go
Negative 10 and 3.
negative 10 comma 3 and
And
Positive 8.
close, positive 6.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I love this stuff, man. This is like magic. And I might be a pint of blood down, but man, this is good stuff. Oh man, this is my favorite stuff.
why did you leave it till the very end? Like,
I don't know. Because I didn't want y'all to drop the class in the first couple weeks. But dude, we're out of here. Why?
My brother said that
My
brother said that when you told him the story about the plane, that you said that you took off and then just hit right back to the ground, that you didn't fly around Arizona.
No, we flew around. Your brother doesn't remember. He's at Auburn. He's losing brain cells.
Just saying. That's what he said.
get your story straight, Stirrup.
I got it straight. I was there. Fortunately, Derek didn't barf on me. All right. Do you guys want to do that last one with me, or should we just go to the last slide? Dude, because this would be so cool.
Okay, let's just do
All
that.
right, here we go here. All right, how do you know if you have an ellipse? So you have like x squared over a squared plus y squared over b squared equals 1. How do you know if you have a circle? It's x squared plus y squared equals some hashtag. Right? It's not over anything.
Y squared.
If it's a parabola, you just have an x squared or a y squared. You don't have both. Not both. Dude! Woo.
You've been on a roll of finishing lately.
Yeah.
I'm getting smarter.
That's a good one. That was a good one.
All right. So I'm sure you guys want a lot of homework tonight.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. So let's do 12D.
Other even.
Every other odd. Like, what does that mean? Well, you do 1, skip 3, do 5, skip 7. If it's too hard to do that, just make sure you do all the odds. If you can't figure out odds versus evens, just do them all.
When's our quiz for this?
Wednesday.
Whoa. I like it.
Is this the one that's going to have a simplified version?
So who's gonna buy a cranberry juice on Wednesday?
Yay.
Yeah, I'll chug it, no worries.
You know you will chug it.
The more
So-
the merrier.
What I was thinking We have one quiz left. One quiz. You guys listening?
Yes.
Everyone listening?
What happened to your elbow?
I gave blood. Gave a pint.
Oh, cute.
We have one quiz left, right?
Yeah.
Now the other Algebra 2 classes, they're doing sequences and series right now. We'll get to that last. Don't worry. I'm not robbing you of education. So I am thinking this. I want to do this. You and 3 of your friends, so a total of 4 of you, that are enrolled in either my 3rd period or my 8th period. You still with me?
Yeah.
You will have to come in and see me, and you can do your quiz together with 4 of you total. I am not giving up this coming quiz. I am not giving up class time. No, you can't bring your friend in who's in BC Calc and had in 3rd grade. No, it has to be either somebody in this class or 8th period. You'll have to come in on your own to do it with me. But we're not done yet. We still have hyperbolas to go.